Stepping into the box, Jason Castro, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Jason Castro.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. And there's ball 1. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. The 2-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Davis on the run. 1 away.
Up next for the Twins.
And with our season just about 1/3 of the way through, here's a look at the upcoming schedule into the first week of June. Into the box, Eddie Rosario. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple. So that's his third triple of the year.
Yeah, that's not a ton, Matt, but he looked very capable there of picking up some more as the season goes on.
Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bullet back up the middle. Davis the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So here's Joe Mauer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Changeup in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So some success with 2 out keeps the inning alive for Miguel Sano.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Here's Miguel Sano. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. It comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Here comes the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. Mauer, the runner at first with 2 gone. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player. Just to battle. 0-2 is a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Into the box now, Hanley Ramirez, as he hits one on a line to left field. Brantley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Twins forced to settle for 1. 3 innings. Digging, trying again. Rajay Davis back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That was aggressive pitching and that at that, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Stepping in now, Michael Brantley, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is hit the other way out toward left field. No one can make a play on this one, and the first Indians hit is going to be extra bases. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So there goes the no-hit bid as they finally get their first knock of the game.
Better late than never, huh? It was a memorable first hit, too. I thought maybe he was going to be content to stop at second, but no way. He barrels into third with a triple. Maybe that wakes up the dugout, too.
There's a ground ball now and a chance for Mauer at first base. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Francisco Lindor will be next. Count still full, 3-2. The next 3-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's foul, so the battle will continue. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. And the recovery will be in time to get him at the plate, and that's going to hurt because now there are 2 away.
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back into the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Down the first baseline, Mauer's there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in, Jake Haight. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Popped him up. Ramirez in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping up now, Johnny Field. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Swinging a hard liner to center field. A dive, but it's off his glove. The relay, and he's safe. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Johnny Field has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. Here comes the 0-1. This is popped up. Ramirez over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Two and 0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Now the 2-0 home. This is pulled into right. And Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First time up, he went down looking.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Popped him up. Rosario is calling for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, right fielder, Ronnie Chisenhall.
So coming to the plate, Ronnie Chisenhall, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. 0-1 the count. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chisenhall is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. He's ready now. The pitch. 4-1. Change up low. 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Rajay Davis would be next. 3-1 to Yan Gomes.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he can put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Indians leave 1. They're down 2-0. Ready once again, Eddie Rosario. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point.
Eddie Rosario.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Boy, not a bad way to end the month. He gets his 3rd hit of this game, and I'm not so sure, Mark, he's going to look forward to the calendar flipping to the next month.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dan, you get 3 knocks the last day of the month, you're feeling frisky heading into the next 30 days.
Standing in, Jorge Polanco. He hit a sac fly earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here comes the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis is there, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Miguel Sano. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Polanco is off at first with 2 away. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone all the way into the upper deck. Sano, number 11 for him on the season, as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Now
Hanley Ramirez.
Designated hitter, Hanley.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled on the ground is short. Lindor comes up with it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. The 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight, and the Twins have taken a 4-0 lead. Here's Rajay Davis now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And he takes strike 2.
Got him.
And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's Michael Brantley, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Tap down the line, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
A bouncer up the middle, played on the backhand. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tribe. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Adam Simber will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. At the plate, Jake Haight, his last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Great. Spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball.
Missed with a slider. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now batting, Max Kepler. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and a strike to count. I'm set with the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley is under it, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 7th inning coming up. Twins. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Leading off for the Indians.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. And that one just missed outside. The 2-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Here now the 2-2 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Number 21 for him on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
1-1 the count. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. The count now at 2-1. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. 8th home run on the season for him, and the Tribe has clawed back a bit. It's now a 4-2 score. In now, Jason Kipnis. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Base is empty here with nobody out. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Tapped up the first baseline, but that one rolls foul. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Hard on the ground towards short, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it. Was able. Now
here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Here's Yonder Alonso, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Kipnis aboard here at first with nobody out. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. Misses. Ball 2. Hit out towards second. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this, as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. First pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And he'll make the catch on the run as he reaches down to Spirit for the second out.
The batter, center fielder, Rajay Davis.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Rajay Davis. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Matt Belisle trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Matt Belisle.
Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 7th inning stretch upcoming here in the Twin Cities. It's the Twins 4 and the Indians 2. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Jason Castro.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ground ball right side. Taken in by Kipnis, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Twins.
Stepping into the box, Eddie Rosario. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Swing and a liner. And a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center. A base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Line hard, but this is a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Still 1-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So here's Joe Mauer. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Brantley is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left. Here's Michael Brantley. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Belisle has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Striding in, Jose Ramirez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. To first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. There's a look at our line score, showing the home-standing Twins on top here in Minneapolis as they look to close this one out. Edwin Encarnacion now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now this is popped up. Room, however, behind the plate for Castro. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Twins 4 and the Indians 2. Dan Otero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 61, Dan Otero.
Ready to take his hacks again, Miguel Sano, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
it'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Ramirez waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Twins, designated hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's set and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis is camped under this one, and there's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Twins, right fielder.
The next twin up, Jake Haight. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses, ball one. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Two balls and no strikes. Bases are empty here with two men out. High and deep to right. Chisenhall going back on it to the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they still lead this one 4-2. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the ninth inning in this one. Addison Reed comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Addison Reed.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Career history with Addison Reed. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Sano might try to make a play on it, and that's going to land foul. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count.
Well, that's a pitch right there you've got to just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with one swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. 0-2, here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Field is after it. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
First baseman number 17, Yonder Alonso.
In now for Cleveland, Yonder Alonso, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Throw on to first, and now the Indians are down to their final out.
The right fielder, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Career history with Addison Reed. He's 1 for 5. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Last strike now for Cleveland. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
4-2 the final score tonight. Minnesota jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jose Barrios with his 4th win this season. Addison Reed wraps it up for the save, his 16th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Final night score for a ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Cleveland, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains from the Hiawatha Line to the Central Border are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field on 3rd Avenue.